have the coffee cup. We may proceed. It's not a red coat rant. It might turn into one. So I'm dressed appropriately. Hang on. Hold a stop. Wait. We have the Mott's Clamato juice. We may proceed. Some scotch may be applied. Long distance charges could be in effect. Anyway, I'm alone. No, there's 5 people. 5 people whose day will never be the same again. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. The title of today's show, Monday, number 3. It's Wednesday, Monday, number 3, 26th of March, 2025. Welcome. This is Smashed Heads Twice. It's my new Indian name. Yeah, I'm just going to talk about current events. We are going to go to my X feed, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I'm seeing and things I have to say about it, and some comments I've put out. Tracy Miller, hello. Blessings to you too. Right on. Hang on. Going over to the 2 of the Ube. Not a raincoat rant. It might turn into one. There we go. Kill the sound. Butterfly, how you doing? Just a sec. Just a sec. Blue. Blue. Mary Luck, how you doing? There we go. Na-na. And it's just like that. The next time you comment, it's blue. Carly Simon, hello. And Creighton, greetings. Actually got a notification. Wow, right on. I put it up a couple hours ago, yeah. And I did a 3:15 instead of a 3 o'clock, just to see if that made a difference. And Yoda, she is having a no, she's not. She's having a smoke, and she'll be back momentarily. We think, yeah, okay. And basically, yeah. So the other thing I'm going to try is I tried doing a couple. They're called live spaces on X. There she is. She has arrived.
The real Yoda is surfing the tube.
Yoda.
And monitoring everything.
There she goes. Okay.
With his eyes closed.
I was trying to do these live spaces, but I don't think I got the first one to work properly. And then the second one, nobody showed up except for one guy.
One guy.
He's here all the time. It'll come to me. Sorry. Yeah, head smashed twice. Roland Halleck.
Rolling.
Okay. So, all right. Yeah, just a lot of shit going on. So we're just going to basically go through the feed and just cover some stuff, talk about some things. And again, I want to start doing more of those live spaces on X because people can join. And then I can give them the microphone and they can talk and chat. Okay. And I kind of like it. It's worked out really good. I've actually met some pretty big creators this way, and been able to have some really good chats with them. And it's great because today I reconnected with an old friend that I haven't been in touch with for quite a while. Goes back to my old channel days of Mr. Cageko the Prepper. And that's a YouTube channel, Step 1 Survival. And an ex-Marine. Well, I guess you're never an ex-Marine, but he's retired for years. Been doing the channel Step 1 Survival since about 2015 or 16 and has built it up really well. Him and his wife, Sippy Cup, are really lucky because they've got a home. They have a place they own, and they're raising a family. So he's got a base of operations, which is cool. He's another one, just like Ish, another great American Marine. He's a sheriff. Has a gun channel. Gets just hammered by YouTube. They don't let him have any views. But we used to chat all the time. And YouTube keeps again. I went around today, and yeah, I've again been unsubbed from so many of these channels, right? And then you get busy doing. You don't realize it. You get busy doing other things, and you're covering other stuff. And next thing you know, hey, whatever happened to these guys? So anyway, Carly Simon says, shoot, that might be the night X put me in jail for violent language, but I appreciate next day got an apology. Appealed. Oh, okay. Appealed. Da-da. Yeah, no, they don't use their real names. He's Gunny and she's Sippy Cup. So I don't know if I'm pretty sure I used to know his real name. Well, we lost touch for a while because again, that channel, Mr. Cageko the Prepper, YouTube took that down. I mean, I eventually actually finished it and took it down myself because it was just I couldn't even do a video without getting hammered. But they took down. I woke up one morning in 2017. Half my videos were gone, and I had all kinds of strikes against me, and more than half of my subs were gone. And it's like, what the hell's going on here? They wouldn't let me appeal it. And I kept trying to do stuff for a bit, and they just kept shitting the bed on me. And that's when I was right in the middle of my cancer fight with prostate cancer. So I just said, see ya. And I got kicked off Twitter shortly after that because of my involvement in all the Q thing. And my other channel that I started for the Q thing got taken down from YouTube. Anyway, enough yada yada. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna do a screen share, and yeah, I'm just gonna bore you to tears with some of my X feed and what I've been doing. And I would like to, like I said, I'd like to have some people come up and on these live spaces. Okay, so here we go. This is my page. I'm gonna just scroll to the top of this, and of course, it's gonna give you an idea of the people I follow. Okay, wait, yeah. Okay, Kian Bexty, our independent reporter here in Alberta, asked for Carney memes, and I have started reposting the Get It Right Grizzly memes that I made like years ago when I was doing the Zombie Repairman channel and the Zombie Repairman X page or Twitter page and skits, and I'd put up a meme every day. I'd make a meme with these grizzly pictures. Anyway, so I already posted this one in relation to I said something about Liberal Party candidates are campaigning in Alberta, and Get It Right Grizzly wants to enthusiastically let them know how Albertans feel. So yeah, he's wearing headphones and he's looking into the sun. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Now again, a lot of these are going to be out of context because I don't have the original thing here. I'm going to go to my page. Let's do that. That'll be easier. There's my page. There's a picture of the 12-foot gardens with the chicken tractor. Actually, that's the propagation shelter that Stella and I built, but that's still the idea, just to show the idea. So Steve LTT, a really good buddy of mine here in Alberta. He said, it'll come. Here we go. Spinny, 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 spinny. Okay, I'll just go back. He was asking, I'm no separatist, but one thing's always heard, if Alberta leaves, it's landlocked. How do European nations deal with this? He goes on to ask about what do we do with the train line that runs from the east coast of Canada to the west coast, and then there's Trans-Canada Highway. So, under international law, countries that surround a landlocked country are obligated to allow passage of all people and items to and from the landlocked country. And this is this goes back to even before the United Nations. It goes to international agreements that existed before World War I, even. But it is in the United Nations Charter now, and it is international law. And for the most part, it works. You get the odd war-torn country where shit's hitting the fan, and then things happen. But yeah, until otherwise, yeah. Kathy Flett, another lady here in Alberta who has really been busy for quite a few years on the Alberta independence front. And here's a really good meme that was done. I think this is actually a picture out of a newspaper, and it's the hypocrisy of this bullshit going on in Canada, where they're boycotting American goods. Because again, Hudson's Bay Company is going under. Walmart is growing exponentially, and people are going to Walmart and boycotting American products in a store where you can't be more American. So that's funny. Hang on just a second. I'm going to go back to chat, catch up. Okay. So Ann Creighton, I opened an X account, but I don't know what to do with it. I'll have to consult one of my young ones. Yeah, just go to your account, go to your page, and when you see the search on X thing, I'll show you here in a minute. I'll flip back over to X and I'll show you. Yeah, click buttons. That's right. Yep. You'll listen, but you won't come up. Okay, Roland. Falcon Cage, governor of Texas. Uh-oh. Okay, hang on. Okay, so just a second. I'm going to find that. What put me in X jail? Oh, no. What put me in X jail years ago was I was posting a bunch of I had a channel where I basically reacted to all the Q posts and I explained them to people because I could read the first 150 Q posts. I still can. They go again. They were meant for people like me that had lived in that world, and we could read the code. So I was reading what I thought I could put out without compromising. That didn't go over so well. Okay, Falcon, what do you got for me here? I'm going to open this up. I'm looking at it. You people are still staring at the Walmart thing. Okay, it's spinny spinny. So I will we'll go back here and I'll keep scrolling down. Oh, here we go. Here's another Get It Right Grizzly. Get It Right Grizzly is in tune with current trends. That said, he enjoys educating today's youth on some classic things many of us have enjoyed over the years. Participation is mandatory. You tell the 900-pound bear otherwise. And here it is. To keep morale up, Get It Right Grizzly plays the Letterman Top 10 list at morning coffee. Participation is mandatory. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Facebook. Oh, Facebook hates me. Okay, what do we got here? What you talking about, Willis? 65-mile-an-hour wheelchair. Is that for me? Oh, hang on. Just a second. Okay, people can't see this. Hang on. I will do a screen share over to that. I might have to actually share that onto my X page. Yes.
Your new dream car?
Excuse me? What?
Your new dream wheelchair?
Yeah, it could be. It could be. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Screen share. There it is. Okay, here we go. Is there sound? Okay. I'm in. I'm in. It does not appear that he is wearing a helmet. Do they not have to wear helmets in Texas? Is that the deal? Thanks, Falcon. Yep. I'll work with you. We'll handle the shipping and handling and all that happiness. What put me on? Okay. Oh, the Q posts. Yeah. And I had a YouTube channel that I was starting that I was also doing the same thing. And yeah, they didn't like that. I think I only had like 60 subs when they turfed me on that one. Anyway, the other channel had like, I was up to like 10,000 subs or something. And then, yeah, bye-bye. I had a lot of followers on X or Twitter on the time. And yeah, that's right too. When they took that one down, they took down my zombie repairman channel. They took, because they were linked, same email address and all that kind of stuff. So they took my whole thing down. They just completely wiped me out. And says a couple hours ago, the EU put out an emergency warning. They said citizens should have at least 72 hours of preps. False flag incoming. Yeah. Hey, have you got a link, Ann? Can you shoot something that we can go look at? That would be cool. We could cover that. That's a Wednesday kind of thing. That's a hump day thing. Monday, number 3. For sure. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'll keep looking in chat. This is the, I was surprised. It's a really spicy Mott's Clamato juice. Normally when I buy things and they say they're spicy, I laugh at them, but this actually has some, it actually got some effect. It's pretty good. Okay, screen share. Okay, so, yeah, pretty impossible to be more brazen and cruel than that. Turns out there is a death penalty in Canada. So, Blacklock's reporter put out today, a judge has dismissed vaccine death liability suit. The judge said Government of Canada Health owed no duty of care to individuals swept up in COVID mandates. Possible side effect of receiving a COVID-19 vaccination was death. That was called a possible side effect. I remember that. Yes, it's true. The Government of Canada, who runs healthcare in Canada and is responsible for our health, is off the hook for COVID because a judge said so. It's not the Supreme Court. I'm sure this is going to get bumped up to the Supreme Court, but they are even more corrupt than our Senate. the Supreme Court in Canada. You don't know how lucky you have it in the States. Oh, yeah. Mark Carney is Orange Man bad. He's going to let us see the picture. He again, they have politicians are always going around and they're going to factories and they're standing with a little helmet on and talking to the workers. And of course, he's doing it all in high vis orange. And Polyev just wore a suit. So he's Orange Man bad. Yeah. He's the new Orange Man bad. It looks like there aren't any images matching this topic. Oh, really? I don't care. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. And then I did another one. Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. To Mark Carney. To see where they go with it. To see. Because I didn't say anything else. I just said Orange Man because in his thing he was yapping, of course, everything's against Trump in the Canadian election. So I did that as a test to see if his people would jump all over it. I'm not following Maxine Bernier or Tom Quiggin. Oh, gee.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, and then Salty Albertan, I'm going to read his thing. But I said, I reposted it and I said, here's a campaign promise that would sway votes. Abolish tax for seniors and veterans. For your information, no one wants to work until they're 65. We're a G7 country that is grossly overtaxed in every facet. But hey, take your 15% crumbs and clap like seals. Because Polyev is offering 15% off taxes. Carney is a whopping 1%. Carney is offering a whopping 1% off income tax. When the inflation rate in Canada is 8.5%. Nice. Okay, going back to chat, catching up, looking for Ann Creighton. Here we go. Here's the link. We got it. Okay, I'm going to open it up. David DeGeorge, how you doing? There's Dave. Dave joined me last night on the live space on X that I just could not make work, and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Dave. I'm what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on a couple of live spaces and pester the hosts. There's a couple of big YouTubers and big channels on X that I've kind of made friends with in the last few days. And I'm going to pester a couple of them to have a private chat with me and help me get it figured out. Okay. I went to Grok and tried to get help. Grok is better than Google, but it's yeah. Anyway, John Rolston, hello. Hey, is that a different account? Must be a different account. Janice, got an emergency testing alert on our phones this AM. Provided a link to respond that you received the notice. Where are you at, Janice? Okay. Okay. Dirty Sausage is here.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, yeah. The new phone has a problem. Okay. We got you. We got you covered. Blue. You're blue. Okay. Hang on just a sec here. Janice R is in South Dakota. Okay. Thank you. Cool. Okay. Hang on. Hold the stop. Wait. Stop sharing. And head over to here and start a new screen share. And we all get to watch this together. Okay, who is this guy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just had an emergency warning issued by the European Union or the European Council. It's still on.
Can everybody hear that okay? Give me a 5x5 in chat if everything's cool. If you can hear it good. Okay.
Just turn it up.
I can't turn it up, honey. That's as loud as it goes. No, okay, I can turn it up a touch. Okay, but yeah, just give me a 5x5, folks, if you can hear it. Okay, good. Here we go. Yeah, but it's low. All right, off we go. I turned it up. It's as high as it's gonna go. Here we go. Cheers.
Going, so I'll kind of update you as we go along here. But I got a lot to show you in today's stream. Some of it a little bit worrying, but we'll get to all of that in a moment. So the European Union has just urged citizens across the continents. This is 450 million people, million citizens, to stockpile food, water, and other essentials to last at least 72 hours as war, cyber attacks, climate, and disease are about to become more real. I'm not even sure what that means. I mean, how it becomes even more real than it is right now, I'm not sure. They said that while they don't want to seem alarmist, it's crucial to make sure people have essential supplies for at least 72 hours in a crisis. And they've given a list of items here.
Okay. There we go. I'm going to just jump ahead. He doesn't need to give us a rundown of items. I saw something here. I'm going to just let him yak about it. See if it's related.
Put out last week. And I've pulled together for you all of these warnings so we can see a pattern and kind of understand where this is going. So let's go to the shared screen a moment here. Some of you are just probably waking up.
By the way, fair use, YouTube, fair use. And thank you, Ann Creighton. Thank you, Ann Creighton. And thank you, Neil McCoy Ward. Thank you. I will explore. I won't knock this tab off. I'll go check out his channel. This is from Fortune Magazine. Really, look at this. It's from their website.
Going, what on earth is this? So this is what was just issued only an hour ago. You can see here, March 26th, 5:11 p.m. and it's 6 p.m. right now. So this is only just been issued.
It's new.
So it's still ongoing. I'll update you as we can. But do you remember last week? This was exactly a week ago today. Panic in France as citizens sent a survival manual in case of invasion.
Well, because they knew Carney was coming. So that explains that.
The Carney invasion.
What do we got here? Maps. Oh, pictures of okay. The brochure in case of crisis or war will soon be delivered to over 5 million households in Sweden. Okay, this is cryptic. This is really cryptic. Okay, thank you for that, Ann. That is really important. Everybody grab that tab and go watch this guy's video all the way through. That's my answer to that. Absolutely.
Something's going on.
A double speak echo. Sorry. Okay. Okay. What the fuck is climate change going to knock on our door? Right? Yeah. Well, that's what they're saying. And again, they're going to want to do anything they can to make their shit real, to make it happen. And again, they're doing everything they can. They've kind of slowed down on this one, but for a few years, it was so evident they were doing everything they can to make all of the prophecies of the Bible come true, but on their time. So that was interesting. Okay, so hello, Greta. Okay, so yeah. Okay. That's an interesting one. Let's he's a finance guy who's covering news. He lives in the Isle of Man. Oh, he's a veteran. I think he's sound. Okay, thanks, Ann Creighton. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to my X feed and we're going to do a little searching there and see what people are talking about. How about that? So let's do a live search on X together. And let's see what we can find out, what people are saying. So let's go to EU warning today. Let's see if that brings anything up. I usually do these searches all wrong. Okay. David, here it comes again. Alarm bells nonstop from halls of the EU. The Russians are coming. Okay. European Commission says the EU must immediately prepare for a real possibility of large-scale war with Russia. Of course. And a picture of the Eiffel Tower on fire. Uh-huh. Okay. How old is that? March 20th. This guy must not have a very big account, because that's March 20th, and he's 651 views, but only 14 likes and 6 reposts. And 1 hour ago, Adam, yeah, basically the same thing. European Union calling people to stockpile food and essentials, and they're showing Vlad, same picture of Vlad. 9,000 people have seen that. So Thursday, Afghan asylum seeker commits terror attack in Munich, kills 2-year-old girl and her mom. Oh, this is old. This is an old one, February 15th. Yeah. He, yeah. She should have just shot. Start at the ankles. March 3rd. Okay, these are getting old. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll go back to my stuff. Let's see what people are putting up. Let's see what's coming out. See if there's anything. It's all going to be election. It's pretty much all going to be Canadian election stuff. There's Jagmeet Singh. My God, he's an actual terrorist. Not allowed in the United States. Can't go back to India or he'll get arrested. Yeah, why did wear Jim a pink turban? Yeah. So 35 minutes ago from, it's RFK commentary. Was that his actual channel? No affiliation to the real RFK Jr. Okay. Unfollow. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it was the real thing. Anyway, okay, Theo Fleury, what's he got now? Auto workers, despite the Liberals, I don't know what you meant by that sentence, Theo, but it's okay. I'm hoping to get a hold of Theo. I still want to give him shit for elbowing me in the teeth way back in the 80s, but that's okay. CCFR, very awkward. Mark Carney got a cold reception at an auto workers plant in Windsor. Yeah, they wouldn't shake his hand. Yeah, it's a true story. Would not shake his hand. Didn't want to talk to him. Didn't want to be there. Yeah. Mr. Sunshine Baby. Quebec will separate in 2026, and then Fortisac says no, it won't. Fortisac has a lot of followers, and the first live space him and I were where we met, we were definitely on the other side of the argument. We still are on a lot of things, but we agree on a lot of things. And the cool thing is, now he's not a liberal. He might be a classic liberal, but he's not like a retarded crazy liberal. And we banter back and forth in our comments and our private messages, but we get along. Like we're actually having conversations is the cool thing. Marty up north. That's yesterday. Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're just gonna be seeing okay. 59 minutes ago, Steve. Alberta becomes the 51st state, so those promoting this would rather deal with a way larger government, military, and population than to flex our muscles and make our government change. Our military all have purple hair and no soldiers. Don't be quitters. Yeah. So just Jason Levine, I never did run into him when I lived at Breton. He is the PPC candidate for the Parkland riding. He moved to Alberta from Ontario a few years ago. He lives outside Breton somewhere. Again, I never did run into him the 3 years we were there, but he's running for the PPC. Anyway, okay. Going back to chat, just give me a sec. Janice R says, Cage, we're showing so many polar shift signs, it's crazy. Plane crashes being predicted long ago. And again, the polar shift happened just before I moved to Prepper's Paradise. The polar shift, the actual magnetic shift, happened in the middle of November of 2021. And I've often wondered if the federal election of 2021 had something to do with that, but I know it had to do with extending his reign more than anything. But there were a lot of things going on that were huge distraction. But I remember this out hunting and using my compass, and all of a sudden, excuse me, sorry, we were always roughly where we were there was always about 12 degrees of declination, and it went to like 28. Just like that. And so it happened. The polar shift happened. And again, too, like even I think there was one before that, because we started seeing snow in Texas in 2020. And we started seeing just other changes, other event changes, other weather changes. And then I noticed that our harsh winters went away, and we've had really mild winters, whereas other places are getting winter that didn't. I have heard the North Pole is now on the border of Finland and Russia. That's where the pole shifted to. And when I did my declination increase, and then I put it on Google Earth, it worked out to roughly that area. So, oh yeah, I'm going to do a screen share. No. Okay, just a sec here. I got to pull something up. It's not letting me do it. Listen, I'm doing something wrong, obviously. I wanted to show. There we go. There we go. Here it comes. Okay, I'm not. It's not up yet. There we go. Yep. Okay, there it is. Google Earth. That is Prepper's Paradise. Here's the 12-foot gardens. Okay. Here's the 12-foot gardens. This is now, we took out these rows, we filled this all in, and that became our Three Sisters garden. This is the octagon garden, and this is the only building that's still there. The barn, the tack shack, chicken coop, the two greenhouses, the garden shed, and the house, and the coal shed, and underneath this tree is the wood shed. They're all gone. The rotten, terrible people that brought me here in the first place, and then shit the bed on the whole project, and then had us evicted last year, have leveled all of it. And from what I've heard, they're going to come along in the new year once the weather allows, they've hired someone to rip all of this up and destroy all of that.
Really?
Yeah, the 12-foot gardens are going to be. A buddy of mine has uh, a company around Breton. He does custom farm work and stuff like that, and they called him to get a price. So he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just way too busy." But yeah, that's the level of intensity of cruelty that was thrust upon Stella and I. Blank screen, blank page, blank screen. Oh shit. Nothing's coming in. Sorry, folks. Anyways, I was showing a picture of Google Earth of where Prepper's Paradise used to be. And it should have screen shared. Let me try it again. Let me try it one more time.
Yeah, try it again.
It's a window. It's that one. It's share. Okay, let me go back here. Oh, it is blank. Son of a bitch. Sorry.
Maybe Google Earth is a private thing.
No, it's just StreamYard is being a pain in the ass. Present or invite. Let me try that. Share screen. I'll just try a different tab. Okay. No, StreamYard isn't talking to Google Earth. That's the problem. So anyway, yeah. Okay. Oh, I get that notice from someone. Hang on, it might be important. I'm waiting for phone calls and crap. Yeah, I got to take this 1 sec. Okay, right on. Okay, that's just a message on X. Yeah, okay, so anyway, it's gone. The house is gone. The greenhouses, the barn, the chicken coop, the garden shed, the coal shed, the wood shed, gone. The shop is the only thing standing. They demolished everything else. And yeah, like I said, word is that they're having somebody come in and they're going to destroy the 12-foot gardens. Yeah. So anyway, there we go, folks. 43 minutes of your life you'll never get back. And thank you, Anne, for that. I am going to actually go back and watch that guy's whole video. I don't dare show the whole thing on here. Okay, so Carly Simon, what are they going to do with the land now? No idea. No clue. They spent $200,000 to demolish everything to make the place worth less money because they're millionaires. They don't give a fuck. They told me this whole time, oh, we have no money. We can't do this. We can't do that. They can renovate a cabin on a lake in BC. They can renovate a house in High River. They can have renovations done to their mini mall in Calgary. Yeah, but they couldn't let Stella and I continue on with the project they sent me there to do. Anyway. And yeah, that's it. So anyways, I'm going to call it here, folks. Thanks for joining in. And please go find me on X. Okay, what I'll do is just a sec here. I am going to pull up my link, and here you go. You can find me on X. And you know, I used to do, I can't remember what they're called. It wasn't Signal. It was the other one, starts with an R. My account is still there. I never go back to it. They won't accept my passwords, so I just gave up. But it's not Rumble. It's like a chat one. It's like, you post shit. I can't remember what it's called. I was really big into it for a long time. Not Rumble. No, it's like Signal. But it starts. Anyway, can't remember. Or maybe it starts with a T. What was the other one? The one that the Russian guy that created it, and he got tricked into a meeting and put in jail. Not Reddit. Don't remember. Can't remember. Anyways, I don't use it anymore. But we used to have these live chats and people could join in, and it was great. So I'm doing that on X now, so I want to try that again. So just please come and see me on X and say hello. Make sure if you're using a name that I'm not familiar with here that you let me know it's you. And Telegram, that's it. Yes, Telegram. That's the one. And I'm going to try and do some of those on X so we can chat. Okay. And we can express opinions and ask questions and do all that. All right. There we go, folks. Thanks very much. Have a great Wednesday. And yeah, you folks in the EU, buckle up, I guess. Yeah, the assholes want war. They want it. So, yeah. Okay. Cheers.